Yes, please. Please chant Om 3 times, please. So you have been spending your own time nicely, very nice. Everywhere it is so quiet, no movement of any kind, no vehicles, nothing. One thing you can hear very loud, birds. Early morning, they are just creating a riot. Different types of birds. As they say, because of the absence of vehicles, the pollution has gone down. Animals have started walking from the forest into their occupied area where man took over. However, what is more important is, ask yourself, at this stage of life, what is more important? At any stage of life, more so now. What is more important? Should you discuss whether God is a man or woman, whether God exists or not? In a religious discourse, people who are involved with religious things, should you spend time arguing whether God exists or not, whether the God is a man or woman, whether he is beyond the clouds or inside a cave? Should you be kind or compassionate? Should you be nice? Should you be sensitive? Or suppose in a secular language, shall we discuss how much money I am going to get? What is the education I should have? What are the countries I should visit? What is most important? We have been seeing it for years and years and years. The Upanishads, singing it loud, revealing it all over, as to how we, the human beings, the person, is more important, not the only important thing, more important than the creation and the creator. Please appreciate it very, very nicely. A creation means nothing if you and I are not here. The people who are dead and gone, how does it matter to them now whether there is a coronavirus, whether there is going to be a cosmic convulsion, the solar system will collapse? It will not make any difference to them. That there is a creator will mean nothing if you are not here. Because the creator is not announcing itself that I am here, you better believe me or don't believe me. The creation has no demand from the people. Simple. Just understand the pivotal position, the most important position individual human being occupies in the scheme of the universe. First you. Instead of recognizing myself, who I am, What this individual is engaging himself in? Secular obsessions, religious obsessions. How to make money, how to be rich, how to be famous, how to be well known. Or the person thinks, how must I know God? In the process, most people are alternating. Either they are busy collecting the securities of life, which is not a security, because please appreciate, anything that gives you security shall be cause of your insecurity. Simple logic. Whatever gives you security shall be cause of your insecurity. If money is your security, money is your insecurity. If job is your security, job is your insecurity. If even religiously if you say if faith is your security, the faith is your insecurity. Listen carefully. And today it is so clear. What is the biggest, the most atrocious, if I can use that word, terrible insecurity a person can suffer? The biggest, greatest, very important insecurity a person can suffer is death. Are you getting that point, please? If the death comes, nothing else matters. The death counteracts everything. That is why we have discussed many times that point. Please see, what is the best thing you can gain in this physical universe? In this physical, material universe, the best thing a person can gain is gaining the physical body. Because in the absence of the body, we have no access to the universe. If the body is there, bodily, physical universe has a meaning. So the greatest gain is gaining the body. What you gain further, become young, or become millionaire, or become the king or the queen or the president or the prime minister, those are the positions you pick up later on. First the body must be there. Are you getting that? In the physical universe, gaining the body is the most important material, significant material gain. You cannot get anything better than the body itself. Because when you get the body, every physical gain is meaningful. If there is no body, physical, material acquisitions, possessions mean nothing. Same way, what is the worst material loss you can suffer in this world? It is not the loss of the car, it is not the loss of the job, it is not the loss of the father or the mother, it is not the loss of the money. It is again the loss of the body. Because when your body is gone, everything is as well gone. That is why death frightens everybody. Death as such doesn't attack your wealth, your prosperity or anything. It straight away attacks the body. Why people are afraid of coronavirus today? Why? I have told you the other day. We are used to slow death. One day we shall die. That is in the realm of uncertainty. One day we shall die. When? You don't know. So let us live. But in coronavirus, there is no one day we shall die. Today we get, in 14 days we are dead. Or 15 days we are dead. So it completely frightens the individual. Please see. So when that death brings the biggest insecurity, because nothing can prevent the death. Listen carefully. Nothing can prevent your death. Your youth will not prevent death. Your health will not prevent death. Your marriage will not prevent death. Your education will not prevent death. Listen carefully. Your prosperity, your money will not prevent death. Your being the president, prime minister, king, chancellor, emperor will not prevent death. Nothing secular in this universe can ever prevent death. So shall I be religious? Okay. Even the religion cannot prevent death. Then why now the temple bells are quiet? Why the church bells are silent? Why the masjids are closing down? Today the masjid, the Muslim leadership has given a big declaration. Friday congregations must stop. What about Good Friday thing coming in April? Vatican is closed, St. Peter's closed, Tirupati closed. Why? Open up. As even your palaces cannot prevent the death from coming in, your heavily fortified castles cannot prevent the death from coming in. Temples, churches, mosques, synagogues, mountain caves cannot prevent the death from coming in. Because the time is unobtrusive entrant. Is the person always coming in, continuously touching us. So what shall you do? Our education, secular education cannot prevent death. It can only, if possible, extend the mortality for some time. A disease cure. Why everybody is frightened of cancer? No cure available. Why everybody is afraid of HIV? No cure is available. At least there is some type of palliative is there, you can keep up for some time. At this stage, corona is the virus which has defied the cure. Maybe after few days or few months they will discover it. But that has completely awakened the entire humanity that you cannot prevent death. If you do not get a medicine for that, vaccine for that, it doesn't matter whether rich or poor, president or the ordinary citizen, PhD or uneducated, you are frightened. Religious or non-religious, believer or non-believer, follower of this God or that God, it doesn't mean anything. Because, please listen carefully, neither the material, physical universe is afraid of death, nor God has any fear of death. Human individual is afraid of death. Are you getting that point, please? Clear case you must see. I, the individual, afraid of death. So what you should do? That there is death is not a problem. I am dying is the problem. You must see it. That there is death is not a problem. I am dying is a problem. That there is youth, is it pleasure? Or I am young is the pleasure? Youth has a condition, is not a pleasure. I am young. Exactly the same way. Death by itself is not a frightening, something frightening staring in your eye in front of you. I am dying. So this I. Only one thing must be understood, the I. But what have we done? If the secular obsessions goes on pampering the I, creating a solid individuality and pampering the I, you should do this, you should have this car, you should have this house, you should go around the world, so that you even don't care for your brother, you don't care for your sister, you don't care for your friends, you don't care for your family, you don't care for anybody, only you and your, me and my wife, me and my child. The rest of the universe doesn't exist. Or the person becomes religious. What he says, my God will protect me. My practices will protect me. No, sir. Nothing can protect you from death. That is why Nachiketas was so smart. Lord Death, he meets Lord Death and he asks him, Yayam prede vichikicha manusye astitiyege nayam astitiyege. There is a huge doubt in this mortal physical universe. Ayam prede vichikisha manusya. This yam vichikisha. This is the doubt in the human world. What? Prete, after you die, astitiyeke nayam astitiyeke. Some people say you survive, some people say do not survive. What is the truth? Because you are in the business of death. You are the emperor, you are king of death. You should know it. And this involves the revelation of the self-knowledge, the absolute who I am, Atma, Chetana, consciousness. And Yamaraj doesn't want to spill the beans because maybe the child is not ready. The wise person is not going to talk it out just because some fellow is standing in front of it. The person is ready or not, or else he will not understand. So he prevents him, tries to tempt him away from this question. Don't ask this question. Hey, Nachiketas, don't insist on that question because he doesn't want to reveal the absolute knowledge. You live as long as you like. Swayam cha jiva sarad yavad ichchasi. Bhume mahadayatanam brunishva. Choose as much land as you like. Be an emperor of this world. Imarama saratha sadurya. Take these heavenly angels, the apsaras, the angels, heavenly damsels, with their own vehicles, with their own instruments. Use them, live with them. And the best thing he offered was, which every human being dreams, Swayam cha jiva sarad yavad ichchasi. And you shall continue to live as long as you choose. And when Lord Death promises, it has some meaning. Because he is the head of the department, your file will not come up. Swayam cha jiva, live as long as you like. And what Nachiketas says, which every human being must emulate, which every human being must recognize the beauty, significance and importance of it. And he says, in one statement, he counteracts everything. Api sarvam jivitam alpameva. O Lord, you are giving me the life as long as I like. Api sarvam jivitam, if the longest of the lifetime, alpameva, is nowhere near the eternity. Eternity is for all times to come. How long I can live? You say thousands of years, millions of years. What is a million year in eternity? And not only that, as long as you are the head of the department, I shall be still alive. Why should I encash a boon for it? You like me. I don't want. Tell me what happens after death. Because it is the death which counteracts everything. They counteracts the boons, whether it is a secular prosperity or the so-called religious experiences, whatever you say. I am going to die. Shall I continue to exist? No. All the secular luxuries, pleasures, positions you get at one time, that will come to an end. That will be existing. What all you have created, your house, your car, your bank balance, everything, that will be existing. You will not be there. So religion gives you little comfort, what? That even when this is not there, in the hereafter you shall be taken care of by the God you have believed in. That's a matter of faith. So the eye feels protected. That is why anybody challenges the faith, you don't like it. Then why the religious heads are also worried about the death now? The corona? Why? Please understand. Not that therefore I should not be worried. No, first, what is most important, friends, understand yourself. What is this I? Because death doesn't matter. I am dying frightens me. Youth doesn't matter. Youth is not by itself is not luxury. I am young is beautiful. Riches means nothing. I am rich means something. So the I gets involved. So to understand this I. That is why today we can all happily share that beautiful thing which every person in the tradition knows about it. Bhaja Govindam. Shankara is writing Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Rakshati Dukrankarani. Amazing verse. Today it gains tremendous significance. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja. Hey Mudhamate, oh deluded one. Govindam Bhaja, seek Govinda. We shall see that. Why? Samprapte Sannihite Kale. When in reality, Kale Sannihite, when the time comes for you to go, this body to fade away, disappear, which usually you do not hear the footstep of death. You don't hear it. But coronavirus has made it very, very audible. Anybody, anytime can pass. I was surprised the other day when I went to a hospital. He has got an incurable disease. But the person was suddenly relaxed. Why? Because the whole world is dying. I'm not telling you a joke. He was so relaxed. Because at least with his sickness, he has been alive. Now Prince Charles got it. Presidents are getting it. Prime ministers are getting it. Health ministers are getting it. Religious heads are getting it. World's greatest chef is getting it. Politicians, religious people, executives, cutting across the barrier of cutting across every type of position, religious or secular, every person is frightened. Because samprapte sannihite ka. Now the death is staring at your face. So the person who has been dying and feeling so miserable, suddenly awake and alive. Why? Everybody can die, so I can die. If the president can die, why can I not die? If the prime minister can die, why can I die? Why can I die? Suddenly the acceptance. Think of it. That you could accept it. Listen. Because when this moment comes, nahi rakshati, nothing shall protect. All your secular achievements, religious faiths and beliefs, everything collapses. Ask yourself, did you know or you spent your time analyzing the universe, the creation, or analyzing a God, but you never analyzed yourself? God is a man or woman. Whether it is Chetanava, Jadava, whether it is conscious or unconscious, whether it is a heaven or hell. Or the person is saying, you must be very kind, you must be a holy man, you should not have unholy things, you must eat this, you should not eat this. Busy practicing, that one word he says, nahi rakshati, what? Dukran karani. Why kri dhatu? Why he could have used any dhatu? Any Sanskrit word. He said, any action, be it religious or secular, nothing shall protect you. Any achievement, be it religious or secular, nothing shall protect you. Your faith will not protect you. You may pretend to feel protected. Think, friends. If you are holding on to something, that is why people fight in the name of religion. Because if you are holding on to something and feeling protected, anybody challenges it, you shall kill the other person because he takes away your security. A security that can be taken away is no security. A security that can be taken away is not security. A security that is you are attributing to a something, that also will not give you. Because that something goes away, your security is gone. So karane, kri dhatu karane, to do any practice, any action, good, bad, right, wrong, holy, unholy. How many people spend the whole time, they come to study and they sit down there to know or to prescribe for themselves and for others what is that is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. Are who are you? That is why Nachiketas asked that question. Poverty doesn't solve the problem, prosperity doesn't solve it either. Mortality doesn't solve the problem, long life also will not solve it either. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, yat pasyasi padpada. Please tell me that something which is beyond dharma and adharma. Somebody is lost in luxury, dies. Somebody is lost in austerity, dies. Somebody is a dictator, like a Nazi Holocaust fellow, committed suicide, dies. Ordinary person also dies. Very good man dies. Very ordinary person, even a rascal also, he also passes. A dictator passes, ordinary person also passes. His bad behavior did not protect him. Other person's good behavior will not protect him. His good food did not protect him. His bad food doesn't protect him. Because death, please understand, death cannot be prevented by good food or bad food, good action or bad action, holy action or unholy action, death of any kind. Listen, one day the body will come to an end. And if it is so, that the body is dying is not a problem. I am dying is the problem. That there is a death or change is not a problem. I am dying, I am changing is a problem. Therefore, Govindam Bhaja. This Govindam Bhaja has two dimensions. One is Saguna, other is Nirguna. That is why the Upanishads are so beautiful. I don't want to go into details of it because you have all heard about it. When you say talk about Ishvara, it is not a name for a form, all pervasive. Sarvata panipadam tate, sarvatokshi shiromukham, sarvata shrutimaloke, sarvam avritya tishtati. His hands, legs, everywhere, panipadam. Sarvata shrutimaloke, everywhere is ears, everywhere is eyes, everywhere is head, everywhere is face. In and through everything is existing. The moment you appreciate that, that's Ishvara, the macrocosm is all pervasive, can you escape being part of it? God cannot be all pervasive unless you are a part of it. You cannot exist away from it. Therefore, that gives you instant release. What? What I consider was mine belongs to the totality. Name it God, name it truth, name it Sarvam, name it Shivam, name it Vishnu, name it anything you like. It's not a name for a form. All names, all forms, of which my name, my form is an inseparable part. Therefore, death is dead for you. In God, you cannot die. Like in the ocean, in the body of the ocean, the wave cannot die. In the body of the Ishvara, the totality, individual cannot pass. Always existing in one form or the other. Or if you say Govinda, meaning Govi Sabdehi Vindate iti Govinda, formless absolute. That which is revealed by a word. What is that revealed by a word? God is already here. As what? You don't see God, you see your body, you see your thoughts, in yourself, consciousness, your reality. Already existing, you are continuously experiencing it, but not recognizing it. Like yesterday I told you, The same point